guys, and welcome to Bunches of Lunches. This week, I'm filling our school lunches with as many heart-shaped foods as possible. And if you love making super cute but super easy Valentine's Day treats, then definitely stay tuned because I have lots to share with you. On this channel, I love making fun lunches for my kids, and I often let our subscribers decide what kind of lunch I should make. So if you have a special lunch request, first make sure you're subscribed, then you can send in your idea using the link in the description box below. Now come join our family and let the lunches begin. Okay guys, first up, I'm making a lunch for my daughter Mackenzie, and this lunch was inspired by one of our subscribers, Arna from India. For the main course, Arna requested chicken nuggets, but of course, since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I picked up these heart-shaped ones from Aldi. Now, if you don't have an Aldi nearby, I've also seen similar ones at Walmart. Now, I'm just gonna put these in my air fryer for about 8 minutes so they get nice and crispy. Before I add these into Mackenzie's preheated thermos, I'm going to dump out the water and dry it out. To help her nuggets not get too soggy, I'm going to add a little paper towel on the bottom to help suck up any moisture. To go along with her nuggets, I'm also packing some classic Chick-fil-A sauce. But you guys, let me know in the comments down below, what is your go-to nugget sauce? For Mackenzie's fruit, Arna requested applesauce. Now I decided to go with this no sugar added strawberry peach flavored one. This one is sweet and tangy, and I love that it's a nice pink color. And speaking of pink, Arna suggested that I top the applesauce with a slice of apple. So I went ahead and got this pink lady apple, and instead of just adding a slice, I'm going to add a heart-shaped piece right on top. Next, for Mackenzie's veggie, I picked up a couple of these new mini salad kits to try. I found a citrus one and a pizza flavored one. Now I think these look really interesting because basically they come with everything you need minus a fork. You're even supposed to be able to add all of your toppings and your dressing directly to the bag. Then you just shake it up and basically your bag becomes your bowl. So if you wanted to have a salad on the go, this would be a good option for you. But for today's lunch, Mackenzie picked out the pizza ranch flavored salad, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it into her lunchbox. Now really, this is a chopped salad, so it doesn't just have lettuce, but it also has cabbage, there's some shredded broccoli in there, and also some carrots. And then I'm also going to top it with the garlic croutons and the Parmesan cheese that it comes with. Now keeping with our heart theme, I'm also adding some heart-shaped cucumbers, and then on the side, I'm going to add the salad dressing. And this is actually a pizza ranch flavored salad dressing. For her snack, I'm going to add in some of these heart-shaped veggie chips. We still have a couple of bags left over from last week, so I'm trying to use them up. And then for her sweet treat, I made up a big batch of these 2-ingredient mini donuts. Here's how I made them. I started by combining 1 box of cake mix. You can use any flavor you'd like, but I went with this Valentine's Day one. And then to this, you're just going to add 2 cups of applesauce. And you guys, this is a no sugar added applesauce because the cake is sweet enough on its own. And really, that's it. You do not need to add any water or oil or eggs to this. Now once I have this all mixed together, I do like to go ahead and add this to either a piping bag or a Ziploc bag. That's gonna make getting the batter into our donut maker a lot easier. And you guys, check out this donut maker. It is so cute. I love the pattern on the outside. And you guys, just like with any Dash waffle maker or Dash product, it usually takes a couple of tries before I get it just right. Next, I took the Valentine's Day frosting and I went ahead and put that in a separate bowl. That way I could microwave it for about 20 seconds. Heating up that frosting just a little bit makes it so much easier to dip each donut into before I dunk them in the sprinkles. This is such a fun project, and I can't wait to try this with other cake flavors like chocolate or lemon or even spice cake. That sounds delicious. These donuts have a little bit of an apple flavor since we put that applesauce in there, and they are so much fun to decorate. You could definitely have your kids help you do that part. Now, once the icing has set up, I can go ahead and add these into Mackenzie's lunchbox. And then for the drink, Arna requested something with strawberry and orange. So I'm gonna throw in one of these guys. Next up, I'm putting together a lunch for my son, Jackson, and this lunch was inspired by Emily from Australia. Now guys, this lunch is a soup and sandwich combo, and I want to start by preheating Jackson's thermos. Now while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and heat up some tomato soup, and you guys let me know in the comments down below what your favorite soup is. Now personally, I love a broccoli cheddar soup, but Jackson is more of a tomato soup fan, especially if it comes with grilled cheese on the side for dipping. So that's exactly what I'm making next. For grilled cheese, I really like to use a sourdough bread if I can. And then I also like to use 2 or 3 different types of cheeses. Today I'm using Havarti, American, and cheddar cheese. Next, I'm going to add this to my sandwich press until it's nice and toasted. And then of course, keeping with the heart theme, I'm going to use this sandwich cutter. So now back to the soup. So now I can go ahead and dump out that water, pour in the piping hot soup, and then I can set that aside. Now at lunchtime, Jackson's going to be able to dip his grilled cheese right in the soup, and it's going to be delicious. For Jackson's fruit, Emily suggested grapes, and to go along with that, I'm also adding a mandarin orange and some cherry tomatoes. For a bit of a salty snack on the side, I found these brand new goldfish crackers. You guys, these are pretty interesting. They come in 3 different flavors, and they're really not like a potato chip. They're just more like a big cracker. And now you guys, for the sweet treat, I made some of these heart-topped sprinkle cookies. Now I do love to make a Christmas version of these too, but they are so easy and they only take a few ingredients. I just take some store-bought sugar cookie dough, and then I roll each one in some Valentine's Day sprinkles. Now these go in the oven for about 12 minutes or so, and while those are in the oven, start unwrapping the chocolate. Now for Valentine's Day, I'm using these white chocolate cookie and cream flavored ones, but you could also use these chocolate ones. Now once these are out of the oven, I let them cool down just a bit before I press a chocolate on top of each one. If you do this too soon, the little heart chocolate piece will just melt completely, but if you don't do it soon enough, the chocolate might not stick at all. Once these cookies have completely cooled down, I can go ahead and add them into Jackson's lunchbox. And now lastly, for Jackson's drink, Emily suggested a strawberry milk. Okay guys, now that brings me to a lunch for Lily, and this idea comes from Sama from Dubai. Now this was actually a birthday request for Sama, so happy birthday! For the main course of this lunch, Sama suggested pizza. Now you guys, one super easy way to make a pizza-inspired lunch is to go ahead and use this flatbread for the crust. That way you don't have to cook it and it's already ready to go. Now if I was in a hurry, I'd go ahead and pack this just like I would a pizza Lunchable. I'd add some heart-shaped pepperoni, some sauce, and some cheese on the side, and then Lily could DIY these at lunchtime. But since it's only going to take a few extra minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and add on the sauce, the cheese, the heart-shaped turkey pepperoni, and then on the top some extra pizza seasoning for some extra flavor. Now after about 8 minutes in the oven, the cheese is nice and melted and they're ready to go. And no, these are not going to stay hot until lunchtime like this, but that's okay, my kids don't mind eating these at room temperature. Next, moving on to the fruit and veggies. Sama suggested heart-shaped strawberries, some mango, some corn, and some carrot. I'm going to add some ranch on the side to go along with those. For a snack, I picked up these Valentine's Day themed cheese balls. I'll add just one little packet on the side. And then for the sweet treat, I decided to whip up some heart-shaped Rice Krispie treats. Now for these, I just started with the original Rice Krispie treat recipe. That's the one that you usually find on the back of the box, but I do like to make a few changes. First, I like to add extra butter, about 1 or 2 tablespoons of extra butter. And then instead of just melting the butter, I like to cook it a little bit longer so that the butter can get browned and add lots of caramely flavor. Next, I'll go ahead and add in the marshmallows. And after those are melted, comes the next secret ingredient. It's salt. I love to add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here and then about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Next, I'm adding in the cereal. I'll mix that up. And then to help keep these nice and soft, I also like to add about 2 extra cups of mini marshmallows. Now I just turn this onto a pan. I'll spread this out until it's set up. You guys, these Rice Krispie treats are so good, and they almost have a salted caramel flavor to them. Honestly, you could leave these just like this and they would be amazing. But since we're going with a heart theme, I do want to go ahead and cut them into heart shapes. Then I took some of this fruity cereal flavored chocolate and I went ahead and melted that down, and then I added a drizzle onto each little heart, and I finished each one off with some sprinkles. And then finally, for the drink, Sama suggested apple juice. Next up, I'm making Griffin's lunch, and this idea was sent in by Lucy from Dublin. Now for the main course, Lucy suggested either pasta or mac and cheese, but since I made mac and cheese last week, I decided to go with these heart-shaped ravioli. Now, of course, I'm going to preheat Griffin's thermos and cook the ravioli. Now, while that's happening, I'm going to put together a Valentine's Day treat that is so easy, but so stinking cute. All you have to do is melt some red chocolate wafers, then you dip some regular Oreos in there, but not all the way. While the chocolate is still wet, you're gonna go ahead and add on some sprinkles, and then using some frosting, you just stick on some candy eyes just like this. And you guys, just like that, you have some adorable Valentine's Day love bug cookies. So now back to the ravioli. These cook up so quick, and really I could have added some red sauce or some Alfredo sauce. Both would be delicious, but since Griffin requested just butter, that's all I added to these. For Griffin's fruit, Lucy suggested strawberries, so just like Lily, Griffin's getting some heart-shaped ones. Next, I'm going to slice up some cucumber and some carrots. That way I can make some carrot stuffed cucumbers. Those will also get some ranch on the side. And then for the snack, Lucy suggested popcorn. And you guys, I just got this new popcorn maker and I can't wait to try it. All you have to do is fill up the topper with your popcorn kernels, then you dump them into the bottom like this. Now this next part is optional, but you can add some butter right on the top, and we love butter on our popcorn around here, so I'm definitely adding some butter. And the butter is supposed to melt down and cover the popcorn as it's cooking. This goes in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now once that's done, I want to give this popcorn extra flavor, so I went ahead and picked up a couple of these popcorn seasonings. I've got a ranch flavored one and a Parmesan garlic, but since I know that Griffin loves ranch, that's what I'm going to use. You just sprinkle it on and mix it around. You guys, this popcorn maker worked surprisingly well, but I do have to say that it only makes a little bit of popcorn at once, not very much. And now you guys, I have just enough space for a couple of those love bug cookies. And then finally, for the drink, I'm throwing in a pink lemonade. Now friends, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.